Alrighty. So, where do I begin? Hello, my name is Matt. I'm a nerd. Love all things nerdy, tech related. My passions right now happen to be playing, building, and just looking at a bunch of different kinds of games. I'm also a huge fan of upcoming technology. Some things I enjoy as of late. I enjoy dancing ferrofluid. That's something really cool that I've recently enjoyed. It's a black venom like substance. It kind of it's like magnetized and will dance with sound waves. So you can put it near music or your TV or anything like that, and it'll kind of just dance with it. And it's really really cool. Um, Game I enjoy playing right now the most is World of Warcraft. I've been enjoying that for a solid second. Specifically the hardcore classic version, which I know is going to make some people go, ugh, but it is what it is. I enjoy it because it gives me a sense of community, right? It has a lot of people that I'm allowed to share some time with. Um, where am I going with all this? So, this is kind of a way for me to catalog and see what I think about as I continue through days. This is kind of like a verbal diary, but this is also going to become a channel where I post games every single day. I'm going to post a game every single day and be held to accountable by a bunch of different people. Um, our goal is to uh, watch ourselves grow, hopefully as entertainers. We're going to be playing a bunch of different games, posting a game every single day. It's going to be a different game. And we're doing rules of cool, so like if we find a game and we think it's really cool, we'll be running that one probably back a couple different times, but I'm gonna try and make it a different game. Um, I figure the first game, air quote, right, that we're gonna be playing is I figure I'll go through a would you rather to kind of get an idea of who I am and understandings and just a bunch of random stuff, right? So let's begin, right? Would I rather be able to remember every conversation I've ever had or be able to recall every book I've ever read? I think conversation is way more important to me than books because I could have someone talk to me, tell me about something, recall what they had said to me. Like, if I broke a car or something, they could tell me exactly how to fix it, right? And I'd be able to do it. I know you can say the same thing for books, but books would take way too long for me. I'd much rather be told something. And if I can start speaking other languages by mimicking other languages, like if someone starts holding up something and I can recall what they said exactly, I may be able to phrase it back and do a what does this mean? And if you can do that to like Siri or something like that, would you'd be able to be like, oh, this is what this is, kind of thing. Or if you speak to someone who's bilingual, you can just have conversations back and forth like and by that like by proxy learn a couple different languages, and I think that would be really really cool versus recall everything you read. And it's just every book you read, right? Not be like rules as written. It's not like everything you've read in the book. So I'm gonna go, yeah. All right. Double your intelligence or double your attractiveness. Well, zero times anything is still zero. I think intelligence is a weird thing because I feel like the smarter you get, the more lonely you are. I feel like if I did that, I would be in a league of my own. I'm not saying there aren't people out there who are like twice as smart as me, but like twice as smart is still going to be very, very lonely if you are that smart. I know a lot of people will say intelligence. I think I'm going to be vain and say attractiveness. And that's fine. That's entirely fine. Stay isolated for the rest of your life or have no privacy for the rest of your life. Both of these things would drive you insane, quite honestly. Um, biggest problem is if isolated is like alone by yourself without any interaction with others, like no internet, no phone, no nothing. I think I would almost rather have like family constantly around me or friends constantly around me and have no privacy. And it's just that's just how I read that, right? Would I rather drink sewer water or eat food from the sewer? So, would I rather drink the sewer water or eat like a rat I found in the sewer? I mean, you can technically still clean this and cook this, so we're gonna that is so that is so messed up. Uh, have a home gym or a home cinema. So something about me, I'm not really much of a moviegoer. I hate sitting still. I love doing things. So I can't help but really like the idea of having a home gym. Did encourage me to actually do a bunch more workout. I think the majority of, oh wow, that is evenly split. Interesting. Would you rather have have a limited wardrobe of high quality clothes or an extensive wardrobe of average quality clothes? I mean, if it's high quality clothes, you don't need a bunch, right? I I would go the high quality clothes in a heartbeat. I don't need a bunch of clothes. I already wear like four sets of jeans, right? Would you rather save your dad from falling off a cliff or save your mom from falling off a cliff? Um, that's rough. That's really rough. Um, I love both of my parents. I think I would save my mom in this situation, and I think my dad would understand. Uh, they haven't been together for many years, so it's not like they necessarily care for each other. But I think he'd understand. Like in this decision, I would save her. Yeah, and I think most dads would understand that. Um, always consciously breathe or always consciously blink. I mean, what's the point? Blink, I guess. Yeah. Uh, be cruel in a kind world or be kind in a cruel world. I'd much rather be the only asshole in a world where everyone's taken care of than try to take care of someone in a world where they're only assholes, right? I don't know if I'm supposed to be using that language. I don't care. I ain't doing this for profit. This is for me. Never be able to draw, never be able to write. Well, I can't do either of these things. I guess I not drawing is closer to me to being fine. Yeah. Have an extra finger or have an extra toe? I think an extra finger makes way more sense to me. Like, I don't understand what an extra toe would be. Would it be at like, would it be another toe at like toes as they are, or would it be like a claw toe kind of thing for like extra support, right? Like, can you dig like a claw toe into the ground like from your heel area for balance? Because otherwise, like, what would be the point, right? Yeah, an extra finger is just an extra gripper, right? Something to help you grab. I guess unless you're like looking at it for vanity and you're the only one who has an extra anything, in which case I could see that being a little eh. Because at least if it's a toe, it's hidden. Would you rather work 9 to 5 job you hate or work a 7 to 6 on a job you love? I mean, if you can love a job, then they say doing it isn't like working. Um, I dislike my my normal 9 to 5, but it's fine. I can do it. Um, do you rather have $10 billion but only be able to donate it, or only make money from your donations your entire life? Uh, I mean, again, is this like the only money you'll ever have, or is this like a spare 10 billion? Right? Because like This is like you go hungry, right? Kind of thing. Unless you're finding ways to donate it where it does in fact benefit you a little. Um, but you'd starve if you did this. You'd probably starve if you did this too. But like, at least this way you could have some pocket change. Like, go get some 99-cent fucking McNuggets or something. But we're gonna say 10 billion, but only be able to donate it because 10 billion could make a decent difference. If not to but a few people, right? And I think most people, yeah. I guess I don't even think that's really rough. Be the funniest person alive or the most attractive. So here's the thing. I am very much a personality over looks kind of person. I think funny people are hilarious and I love being around them. I don't care if they look ugly. I think that's kind of where I'm coming from is like I think funny is attractive. I don't think being attractive is the best, but like if I see someone and just enjoy being around them, like that's what I would enjoy doing. And that's fine. People can go for most attractive because to me that is funny, but still. You accused of being a criminal, but your family slash loved one is the criminal. Your family slash loved one is accused of being a criminal, but you're the criminal. Uh, so it says family slash loved one. I assume they mean it has to be a loved member of your family, in which case I guess I'd rather be blamed for something I didn't do than blame someone else for something that I did. Have the ability to time travel to any point in the past, or have the ability to teleport to any. So this is this is a very interesting question. Any point in the past that could change and butterfly effect proper, but I'd much rather go to the past. I assume this is like at any point in time, right? So there are some really cool things you could do, and really, I guess at what point do you want that over teleportation, right? So you go get money and you live out a good life. You come close to dying, you go for a go around and run it back. Everything at some point in time is going to become so familiar because you can only do so many different things, right? Like every day you'd have a billion different options, but if you can constantly go back to any point, and I'm assuming this is like you going back into like your past self, not like you yourself in your current age going back to that time, right? Um, I think I would rather do that. If it's me, my person going back in time, then I'd much rather take teleportation, because like it voids the one thing I would like about it. But it essentially would be like a proxy immortality, right? Because you can keep going back until like back in time before you did something stupid, versus just teleporting. You can only run so far from your problems, but you can go back and change them. Would you rather only eat fast food, quick, convenient, many options, or only eat homemade food? Takes longer, cheaper in the long run, cooking flexibility. Okay, I much I much prefer homemade food than fast food. I much prefer homemade food than fast food. There's something about a nice, good home meal that sticks with you. I'm not saying I don't enjoy good fast food because like Chinese food and stuff like that, I can't make that stuff as good as like restaurants and stuff can, but it is really good. All right, be stranded in North Korea for 50 years or being stranded or spend 50 years of jail in Russia. I mean, both of these sound absolutely miserable. Congratulations, you've succeeded. Um, I guess yeah, because one you're not in prison immediately, the other one you are. Have a head the size of a tennis ball. Have a head the size of a watermelon. Oof. What? Like a baby watermelon? I think watermelon would make more sense. Yeah, yeah. Tennis ball is just too small. If it's like a bowling ball, like a small bowling ball, then I think that would be the closest. Oh, Lee shit. I I'm not a big fan of this one. Would you rather cheat on someone or be cheated on? Well, I I don't think. I mean, I much rather. I guess. I guess I should have clicked the other one because, like, I much rather not have been cheated on, but I don't think I'd ever cheat on someone. I don't know that's rough. Like, because it's a would you rather these options. Uh, be a famous inventor or be a famous writer. Uh, inventor for sure, right? Like, there's I yeah. Would I rather go skydiving or go deep sea diving? Skydiving. The sea has some scary shit in it, and I don't want it. Drive for at least 3 hours a day. Play chess for at least three. I mean, I'd much rather play chess. I like chess. Really? I guess. Ooh. So here's the thing, right? I love music. For the longest time, I had a music based nickname growing up, and I need something constantly going on in my ears, which is akin to music. Um, in order for me to stay focused, it allows me to help program some video games. It's just comforting, right? I like it. I really like music. But without internet, it's not like I'd be able to see it often. I play a lot of instruments, but like without the internet, I wouldn't be able to go and look up the music. I wouldn't be able to play the music. Like I guess there's CDs and things of that nature, right? So like without the internet, I guess we'd still have like MTV and stuff. But then oh, that's actually really rough because if we never had the internet, MTV would probably still be huge, and people would still probably use. When I grew up, there was different radio stations for TVs, so you can go through different channels on TVs to access different radio stations. They were like the 900s on DirecTV when I was growing up. So, oh, but that's so rough. I think I'd rather be in a world without internet than without music. I think I'd give it up. Yeah, that's rough. Subscribe. I guess I much rather have the power to go and follow people that I enjoy watching than to throw an arbitrary number up that it doesn't mean anything, right? Like I much rather just follow someone than just like something. Live during the Renaissance, live during the Industrial Revolution. Okay, so the Industrial Revolution was hell. Um, and that's just that's just the case. The Renaissance for sure, because that's when people's minds were getting fucking blown. But like, would you rather live in an area where you're gonna get coal in your lungs, or would you rather live in an area where they're just fucking figuring out that bleeding someone isn't a great time? Actually, during the Renaissance, they still probably would bleed people, but you know what I mean. Like, be famous when you are alive and forgotten when you die, or being unknown when you're alive but famous after you die. I'd much rather go the writer's way, like Edgar Allan Poe and things of that, where they're not super famous when they're alive, um, but afterwards they're super famous. I'd much rather be unknown during life. That way I have my privacy and can kind of just enjoy doing things I do, right? Have a pointless death right now, or a painless death right now, or stay alive and have a very painful death when the unknown time comes. I mean, that sucks. That sucks. But I I understand the thought process behind that, but like what is to live but feel pain, right? But it's not just that. I'd be living a whole life versus just flopping now, right? Because I'm not fulfilled now. I got a billion different things I'm trying to do. Uh, always have to travel by train or always have to travel by bus. We're going to always travel by train. We like trains. I like trains. All right, always having to sing everything or always having to write sing. I much rather have sing than rhyme because rhyme would be a fucking nightmare to convey things to other people. Um, and I'm gonna call myself master of calligraphy over master of origami. I think calligraphy would be more important to me. Rough, rough. We're gonna go PC. I know the laptop's portable. I know it's nice, but having a heavy duty at home, it's super nice. Live in town where you were born forever. Never see the time. I'm never gonna see the time when I was born in again. Never, never, never. And that's by choice. Would I rather fly with a dragon or swim with a mermaid? I mean, flying with a dragon sounds cool. Yeah, I guess I'd win a trip to the moon, win a trip to every country on Earth. Uh, I love space. I think space is so freaking magical. There is a lot of cool things about space, but it's like an in theory thing, right? Like it's something you can always sit and think about is like, gosh, I love this thing. It's so amazing. It's expanding rapidly, but like it's super super cool. But you go to space, there's nothing there for me. Not yet. So I go to the moon. I see some rocks. I have fun with some gravity for a bit. Alternatively, every country on Earth, that would be insane. I would love to go and visit every country. Genuinely, there's something everywhere, right? There are good people in every country. And I think that would be really cool to go and experience a bunch of different cultures. All right. Have a designated parking spot at the front of every parking lot. Never have to wait in line again. Uh, I much rather take the time and park wherever I need to park and not have to wait in line, right? Yeah, yeah. I'll walk like a mile if I need to get somewhere. Never have homework in school. Never have an exam in school. So, and I'm gonna end this video after this. My answer, by the way, for sure is never have homework in school. Um, Growing up, I was like most people my age, into video games and things of that nature. I was a part of our school's. Uh, I'm trying to remember. Academic Super Bowl is what it was, and I was the lead in our academic Super Bowl for science when we won the year. I won the first time because I participated three times altogether. The first time I participated, I was a freshman, and they didn't trust me to lead it until I pushed us forward, and we succeeded in that one. But the year that we did that and we got first place in the academic Super Bowl for science was the year I failed my biology class because I just wasn't doing the homework. I passed every exam. I knew everything he wanted, but I'm not for homework. I was working by age 14 and a half doing dishes and stuff after school, right? So like I'm like, man, I'm already working and I'm going to school. I'll be damned if I'm doing homework. I'm passing these tests, but no, I personally didn't need the homework. If I had enough time to sit in class and just read the material, it was locked up there. I didn't need to bring stuff home and do stuff. Um, and that's kind of where I'm at. I understand some people needing the homework. I understand the philosophy and the things behind it, right? Like I'm not saying homework isn't a good use for students, and I understand the whole alienating a few. But if people are passing tests and exams, I would use homework as a way to, hey, you're not doing great in the class. Maybe you look at these materials kind of thing versus like here's something you need in order to be able to pass the class even though you show you know what you're doing. We much rather you have pen and paper saying you actually practice something. And that's where I stand on that. But yeah, no. Again, my name is Matt. Thank you guys for watching, and I will be seeing you all tomorrow. Have a good one.